Hello and welcome to another SSL Addendumcast, Addendumcast, whatever I'm calling it. With me, not with us. With me, as always, is Liam. I'm Aenir, human, and let's
Hey,
get down to discussing some SSL stuff. Um, we had a recording, just like last week, for D&D. Had it at 26 minutes, and it completely just went away for some reason. Uh, So we'll start with had a win versus London. Awesome. Thumbs up.
yeah.
Yay. Lost versus Athenai. 6-0. We outpossessed them, outshot them on
Bam,
target,
bam,
but it was not
bam.
good. Um, we drew them in the cup, 1-1. That's okay. I mean, hey, we're not going out without a point. But basically, the previous recording, we were looking at this and just saying, it's not going to be good the rest of this season.
Yeah.
We're going to have a rough go of it. We got
Mm.
like
It may
I
be really bad.
yeah, I like our players. I think we got some good people here, and it's just not enough this
Mm.
season. It's upsetting, definitely. It's
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be great the rest of the season. It's, as you sent me the schedule, I just don't know where we grab points. It's tough, for sure.
I just like I said, I don't know. Like I can't even tactically change this into competence. Like I'm not even
Yeah,
looking
it's,
for wins. I want competence. I don't want to get blown out every game, and it's just not
you just
happening.
want to be able to find. You just want to be able to find somewhere where you can just go throughout the match. You can find a time where you're competing with the other team. You don't want to be just conceding every 2 seconds, and it's like, oh, it's just like, what do you do? It's just the quality of the attack in D1 is just second to none compared to D2. The D2 we dealt with last season.
Yeah, we're gonna go back down. Like I said, tried to make it happen. Acquired Rashford. Got David Doug on loan, and it's just nothing's panned out. And it's so upsetting because everyone on Soul is so good. We deserve results. Okay. When I say results, I mean the result of us not going in every week and just going, well, we're gonna lose. How bad is it gonna be this week? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I get right now, which is annoying because you want to be able to feel that you can have some confidence in yourself. You want to have self confidence that, hey, I can do this week. We got a chance of winning, you know? Well, it's just like at this moment, it's just like, well, we're losing, but is it how? It's just like how much we're losing by.
Yeah. I can tell you.
That's the kind of mindset we
Yeah.
have at the moment,
And that's
and
that's not a good mindset
it's really tough.
to have. Um, so I'm not making it hidden. I did put Rashford on the block. Uh, Nothing's come of it yet, but he is there because expiring contract, expiring. Let's get something for him. And on that similar note, some people have come up and asked about certain players on the team, but
Mm.
I've declined all of these because when I've like I think I mentioned in the last addendum cast that everybody is like, hey, if anyone wants to be loaned out, let me know. Today was the deadline for loans. And everyone said it was unanimous. Well, everyone who responded was unanimous in saying we wanted to stay. You guys wanted to stay here, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate that as the GM because like I was like, I know it sucks to be part of a losing squad this bad, and I was trying to give you guys an out so you don't have to sit there every game day and go, oh fuck. Like, yeah, I didn't want anyone to have to deal with that. But you guys wanted to stay, and I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Mm.
Let me see.
I think it just shows how good of a squad you have in
We got some good,
like
good
the
folks.
good people. That's what
Very
I'm
much
trying to
so.
say.
So I'm pulling up the schedule on the screen for everyone to see. We got back-to-back Hollywoods. Ugh. Then we've got Sao Paulo, back-to-back Catalunias. Again. Tokyo, Kaba, London, Athens, Sao Paulo, Hollywood, and Catalonia. Both those are a way to end the season. I cannot make enough
Mm.
zombie-like moans at how rough this schedule is for us.
Yeah. Ah,
It's
Jesus.
yeah,
2 Hollywoods is our next two. It's just like
yeah.
far out.
I think I will be, I don't know if there's anything we can do. I literally do not know if there's anything I can do tactically, changing up formation, to do anything.
If it was real life, you could probably just go,
Bunker
okay,
and
I'm
keep it
just gonna
close.
chuck 5 up front or something. No, you wouldn't do that, but you just change the formation because the team wouldn't be planning for you to change formation realistically.
Let's see.
So it's kind of unpredictability.
That is true. Um, in one of the practice sims I did for Tokyo before we got our ass beat.
Yeah.
I had. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So. Oop, oop, 1 second. I backed off of it. Okay. So with the regular formation that I was trying to be serious with. 3 men at back, 2 defensive mids, 2 defensive wingers, 2 attacking wings, and a striker. We gave up 51 shots against, 22 on target, and had 0 shots, 0 on target for us.
What?
Yeah,
And how many goals was that to Tokyo?
7-0.
7-0. Oh my god.
I'm pulling it up on the screen, and then I'll send you a copy of the picture too.
Uh,
Here's how stupid that was. The very next game, I'll show you that too. 1 second, let me send it to you. So there's the ridiculousness. And there's the second one. The very next game, look at the formation. 5-men back line, 3 defensive mids, 2 wingbacks. All 10 in our half of the field. We only lost 5-0 and only gave up 39 shots, 14 on target.
still,
How is a formation where I deliberately basically tanked it? I didn't submit this one, just in case anyone's worried. This was not a submitted tactic. This was just me trying to figure out what the hell went on with the last game. How can we do
but
that?
how do they still get 39 shots when you were just you have everyone behind the ball basically? How it that 39 shots?
Oh, no. I'm fine with that because we offered nothing going forward. I'm surprised we had as much possession as we did, honestly. That was specifically that was designed to get the ball, hoof it away, make them break you down, and obviously they did 5-0. But like you'd think, yes, we're more compact and would be getting in the passing lanes and shooting lanes. You'd think, but we offered nothing going forward. They could have just kept it up there, and we could have done nothing about it. And like that was a screw around and just figure out what's going on. And we gave up less shots than we did with another defensive formation. But the other one was an actual like legitimate attempt to try to play the game, so people could see that
Mm.
formation. like this is what I mean. Like I don't know. Like you underestimate. Okay, I did admit this past game I forgot there was a doubleheader. I didn't put anything in. That's on me. But when I am
Yeah.
doing it, I'm changing a lot of stuff and trying to get stuff to go, and I'm getting nothing. 5-man backline, 3-man backline, 4-man back. Nothing works, and it's really starting to
Mm.
piss me off. Like, not even
I can understand that.
like I'm not even getting a hint of, hey, there's something here we can work with. No, it's nothing. It's like we don't, we shouldn't. It's like we don't even matter. We're just cones in the way for them to play around. I mean, I knew, like I
Hmm.
said in the previous recording, and I've mentioned before, I knew this was going to be a rough season. My best hopes were we can finish in sixth and just hold on this season, and that's not even likely to be the case here. So it's
Yeah,
like I don't have words for it.
for sure.
um,
It's tough.
yeah, like I said, but props to everyone who's here. No one's wanted to leave, and I really appreciate that. And I hope I can keep at least the locker room lighthearted. Have to focus on anything but the on field results.
Hmm.
It's just like I don't know. I I don't have words, and I'm just tripping over myself.
Yeah, I think that it's very, very, very tough to be able to just. I'm lost for words because it's like, what do you do? And I honestly couldn't have a clue what we could do with this formation. Obviously, I think it's just like the football manager gods are like, nah, you're getting ran over with whatever formation you run.
Yeah,
Even if you put every single player back, they'll still win 5.
I mean, I get it. You put that money in the back, you're begging to get blown out because you offer nothing going forward. Like that. That's like I said specifically. That one was just a test. I wanted to check. I wanted to check something. Like, how do you give up
Mm,
51 shots in total? 22 on target. And then you had the results for this pass against Tokyo, and you see that, oof, it was worse than even that.
wasn't it like 11-1?
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, it didn't
Let me see.
sound like it.
Let me pull. See if I pull it up. Da, da, da. Okay, Simulation Soccer League, Season 9, Division 1. Okay, Match Day 3 was good. That was the one. That was our win. We lost versus Athenai, obviously. Drew versus Athenai in the Cup. Here we go. Ugh.
That this
Division
season.
1 Match Day
Reykjavik in
2.
Division Two put
Let me mute them so you don't have to listen to the commentary. That's for the people listening to this.
Mm,
Yeah, I knew it was bad before I even started because I looked at the timestamps. We started playing at 16:10, and the game didn't end until 43:20. It was not good. I ended up, like I said, I ended up running that weird off center thing because I figured between you and Kennedy you could lock down that one side. I was a wingback on the left side,
hmm.
Rashford in the middle. So it was basically a 5-2-1-2 asymmetric.
Yeah.
It, God, it hurts even to go through the stats on this. Okay, yeah. They finished with 48 shots, 22 on target, XG of 5.81. 13 were off target. They only had 3 clear-cut chances and 50-50 possession. It was... ugh. The one negative to this league is that in traditional Football Manager, I'm not sure if you've done much with Football Manager, if you're because you have opposition instructions, and I know they don't have here because they don't want to penalize people who don't have the game. I get that, but it makes it really hard for underdogs to keep it close because what would happen is I would set it to I'm an American. Obviously I'm an American, so I said it. I want to thug the game up. I will slow the game down. I will go in hard. I will tackle hard. I will make you beat me from set pieces, and like
Yeah.
thug the game up. Slow it down. Throttle any sort of thing that makes people like soccer in terms of like fluidity of motion and everything like that. No, I want this to be anti-soccer, and it can
Hmm.
work in Football Manager proper. I took the Chicago Fire to the Club World Championship against Prime Barcelona. I knew I obviously I can't match up with them on talent, so I thugged it up. It ended up being a
Yeah.
close game, 1-1 at the end of regulation. They scored once in extra time pretty early. We scrambled, we pushed. I switched to an attacking formation, got the equalizer. In second half of extra time, they scored again, and I think it was like 10 minutes left. I went attacking and I pushed everybody up. They scored again, and then I leaned back and just couldn't do anything. They ended up winning 7-2 because once they scored that extra goal, I couldn't match and I didn't even bother going back defensively. So they just kept getting me on the counter again and again and again. But the point is, I stood toe to toe with the best team in the world by slowing the game down, and every time someone talented got the ball, you hit them hard. I think everybody had a yellow card. It felt like just because that's what I was going for. I was like, if I give Messi and his teammates a chance to move and play, this is over. And you can't quite do that
Hmm.
here in the SSL, which is a little upsetting.
Yeah. It is
So
a little upsetting.
yeah, I would love to be able to put those little tweaks on it, and maybe we can shithouse our way to a couple of steal a couple of wins or draws.
Bro, it's like the Ted Lasso way, man.
Haven't watched it.
It's kind of like
I've
that.
heard good things about it, but I haven't watched it.
Dang, you should watch it.
I know Wrexham in
Pretty
real
good.
life got promoted. That's a
Yeah,
team that
Wrexham,
what's his face owns.
Ryan
Yeah,
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Thank you.
They all steamed onto the ground. Is that like regular for a soccer team when they get promoted? I don't know too
I
much.
don't
Is it
think
regular for?
I don't think so. I think it's because it was such a big thing. That's what got them up officially. Because I think that clinched the title
To
for
like
them.
a because it got them up to the fourth division, which is kind of like the biggest. That's when you kind of the real thing.
Oh, when you start becoming like a professional team and not just like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
weekend
yeah,
team
that's how it
full of
works.
people who play because hey, we need something to do on Saturdays. I can think the closest thing I can think of it is I know you're in Australia, but do you watch any American college basketball?
Um, I've
Maybe
watched a bit.
maybe March Madness.
Yeah, I've seen a bit of that.
Okay, usually what happens is like when a big team goes down, the fans of the team that won will usually quote storm the court unquote. Like it's not like an aggressive storm, but it's like everyone's happy, they're celebrating, it's going crazy. It also happens in college football, but it feels like that's less common.
Yeah, because they don't really in college football. They can't really. It's harder to get onto the field, isn't it?
Yes, it is harder to get
And
onto the
it's
field.
further away.
Also, the stadiums are bigger, so there's more people, and there's more people on the team too. But I think the bigger thing on that is because it's such a physical game. It's 53, 60 person roster or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers for college football. It upsets also feel like big upsets like that feel less common.
Yeah.
Whereas in like college basketball, their two guards have good shooting nights. The game could be a blow. Like a you upset them in a blowout. Possibly. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible.
Hmm.
Back on SSL because I want to keep us on topic so we don't get dinged for time.
Hmm.
Just a couple things before we finish. This is about 20 minutes. I know people, and I've mentioned it in the locker room, that if anyone's interested, I am looking for a co-GM. I know you've said in the previous recording that you were unlikely to go for that because you are a big shot in the sim rugby league.
Yeah.
Head simmer or just the regular simmer?
I'm just like the cat. Well, they call them the captains. So like,
Oh,
I'm
you run a team.
technically. Yeah, I
Oh, okay,
run the
cool.
team. So
Yeah,
that's my kind of job. I wish I could have more control over it though.
just like
Wish I
I
could
feel like
relocate them.
just like in SSL. And funny thing is, I can relocate in SSL. I just haven't wanted to.
I want to relocate the team to like. I want to be able to choose where I want to play like home games and crap because there's like a common thing on whatever. There's like this. There's a couple players on the team that are from a certain area,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to play like one home game a season there. I
Okay.
can't. The commissioner doesn't allow it anymore. He's like, nah, can't be bothered with that.
Are
So
these
I'm trying to relocate them.
are these real teams or made up teams?
They're real team, so they're
Okay, so it's not
the
like
real.
this.
Yeah, it's not like a custom teams.
Okay.
Although the custom teams are cool.
Yeah. I think I've
I
mentioned
think.
before what if I had to relocate where I wanted to move Seoul. I think I mentioned
Yeah.
it in the past, yeah. If anyone missed it, that's in probably episode 1 or 2. I said I want to move them to the South Pole and have a 100,000 seat stadium in the
Hmm.
South Pole just because I can. But it works because the South Pole, you're technically in every time zone at once. So the games are always going to be decently timed.
Yeah.
So that's always a funny little moment.
Yeah.
And then like I said, I'm going forward or going forward. I mean, I'm not going to throw the towel in on the season. That's not allowed, and I wouldn't do it
Hmm.
anyway. But especially because I mean we're getting overrun. Basically, what's going to come down to is I just don't think we're gonna. I'm not gonna tank it, but I just don't know if I'm gonna really worry about it because I don't want to pull what's left of my hair out trying to get something when it's not going to matter at all. So
Hmm.
I'll give it some sims. If something's promising, I'll work with that. If not, throw it. Screw it. Throw something at the wall. Hopefully it works. as bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. But
Uh,
I'm always very happy that you guys decided to stick with me, and I really appreciate it. I keep coming back to that because
yeah.
I cannot say how much I appreciate everyone wanting to stay with, and no one wanted to get loaned out to go somewhere and not have to deal with this lump of a season.
Yeah. I think it's well appreciated, and I think it's certainly good that you're recognizing the people for that. Or
Uh, well, that was another addendum cast episode. Sorry, it kind of petered out towards the end.
yeah.
We had a really good one the first time, and it lost.
Mhm.
Like we were energetic and we were
Yeah.
bringing up some cool stuff to talk about, and it all just went and disappeared.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
it's kind of sad.
we can get back on the D&D soon because I know people are probably interested in that. It's also a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I would love for us to be
it
able to
is.
play. Go ahead.
I'll just give you a note, but I can't play. So I go back to school. Not tomorrow, but the day after. So if you're wanting to do it this week, it would have to be tomorrow.
I can ask everybody for it. But when do you get home from school then?
It would. It's typically on the Wednesday, which would be a Tuesday for you guys. It would be. I get home about. So from now, it would be about 4 hours from now. So it's
Okay.
pretty late, I would imagine.
Oh, so you go to school for 1 day a week?
No, I got it. No, 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 no. I go to school. I go to school from Monday to Friday, but this week's only the Wednesday to Friday because it's they have a day called Anzac Day. I'm not sure if you're aware of it.
That's for the troops who landed at Gallipoli, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
The 25th of April every year. And today was whatever you call it. I can't think of the word. It was something about like staff development day.
Ah,
They just basically said, okay, the kids can get an extra day of holidays. So I can't be bothered. They can't be bothered to send us back for a day and then have a public holiday the very next
no,
day.
no,
Just
okay,
doesn't
no,
make
I get
much
that.
sense.
That sounds like for here, it's like the faculty in service, where it's basically kids don't come in, teachers do professional development stuff.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it is.
So this weekend could be good then, maybe.
Yeah, this weekend sounds good. I think I'm not doing anything this weekend. Yeah, I'm not doing anything this weekend. That's good then, I think. But hopefully we're not calling it off again because I know I'm going to be busy on the day after the weekend. So yeah, I think Sunday our usual time should be good though next week if it is next week.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll message everybody. Hopefully we can get everything in order. I know it sucks to be so inconsistent in playing.
Mm.
I mean,
I was getting excited to play this week.
I know, me too. Hey, before anyone takes this as a commentary on it, real life comes first. So I mean, hey, stuff
Yeah,
happens.
that's
This is
true.
this
That
is
is
not
true.
a critique on anybody. I just wish we were able to play because that would be a lot of fun.
Yep. Real life does come first at the end of the day. So I get where it's
Yeah.
coming from.
So until next time, I'm Aenier, player Human, GM of Soul Mythic. This is Liam, player Liam Ryan, also of the Soul Mythic. And
Yep.
thank you for listening.